Hi everyone, welcome to another mat class with me. Grab your mat and let's get started. Okay, let's start on our hands and knees. So line those wrists under the shoulders, knees are under the hips, and you're about hip distance apart for your knees. All right, let's start with our cat-cow. So pushing into the hands and the shins and rounding the spine. And then pushing the tailbone back and coming up. Good. Pushing into those hands and then coming back. Good. Good. Try not to lock the elbows as you continue with your cat-cow. This should feel great. Only a couple more. And the last one. Good. Staying in the quad position. Good. Bring one hand out to the side and start to turn and look towards the ceiling or as far as your range goes, and switch sides. Good. Stay lifted through the belly. It'll support you as you twist, but keep those hips pointing forward. Good. One more on each side. Good. Last one. Arm goes out, turn from that mid back, and then come back. Beautiful. All right, realigning yourself if necessary. Good. All right, take an inhale and stay lifted through the core. Bring one hand back towards your hip and then bring it down. So nothing is changing in our position, just our arm is reaching back towards our hip and it comes back down. Good. Don't lock your elbows. Bring it back and then down. Good. Continue. Good. Right away, you should feel your abdominals activate. Good. One more on each side. And last side. Good. All right. Come back down. Good. Let's do our bent knee hip circles. So you can move your knees in a little bit to give yourself a little bit more support. Just bring one leg up, flex the foot, bend the knee. Good. And circle around. Good. Here, I want your hip to move however it wants to move. Okay. Stay lifted through the belly. Good. And again, don't lock the elbows. Good, and circle the other direction. Bring the knee in towards the chest, out, down, and around. Good, keep that foot flexed. Last one. Good, beautiful. All right, come down. Let's do the other side. Okay, bring that leg up, bend the knee, flex the foot, bring the leg out, and down around. This feels really good. You're also getting a little bit of a shoulder workout as well here. Good. Bring around. Good. Depending on how tight you are in the hips will determine your range. Good. Bring the knee in, out, and down, and around. Good. And last one. Good. Just sit back on those heels for a moment and we'll get into our kneeling squats. Good. So any knee troubles, I advise you sit this one out. Okay, so let's widen our stance. So our knees are about hip distance apart. Good. Hands go behind our head and then we push up and we come up into our kneeling. Good. And come down. Good. 3 more. You can squeeze the glutes at the top if you wish. one more. Really push up. Good. Nice little warm up for our quads. Okay, let's do our kneeling flow warm up. Good. So let's come to kneeling and then bring those arms around. Go into child's pose. Good. Come up into cow. Tuck the toes. Push yourself into down dog. Coming back to quad. Pushing into child's pose. And then coming back up to kneeling. Circle the arms. Child's pose. Good. Come up to quad. Tuck the toes. Down dog. Good. Come back to cow. Good. Push yourself into child's pose. We got 2 more. Good. Roll yourself up to kneeling. Circle the arms. Child's pose. Into cow. Tuck the toes. Down dog. Feel that stretch. Come back into cow. Good. Child's pose. And then last one. Up to kneeling. Good. Circle the arms. Child's pose. Come up to cow. Tuck the toes. Push yourself into down dog. Come back to cow. And then child's pose. And just hold this stretch. All right, now that our body is warmed up, all right, just sit back on those heels a little bit and just rotate the wrists around, okay? So we are doing some more work on hands and knees. Okay. All right. Let's get back on hands and knees. Remember, you can double up your mat, or if you need to put like something under it just to give you that support, also on your knees. You can also give yourself some support. So let's go back on hands and knees. Good. So your knees are hip distance apart. Good. No locked elbows here. I really want a nice spread in those fingers. So really push the hand down and see all 5 fingers separated really nicely. Good. Small divot in the lower part of your back means your tailbone is pushed back. Good. Let's start with our arm leg reach, and let's just prep it first before we do the actual exercise. So reach one arm forward, other leg goes back. Bring it in. Good. Other side. Reach out and back in. Stay lifted through the core. You don't even need to really lift your legs. This is such a good workout just with staying on the mat. Good. Keeping those hips pointed forward. Good. What does it look like if we don't keep our hips pointed forward? It looks like this. And we start to turn out in our hip. And we don't want to do that. We want hips pointing down. Good. If you're ready, you can stay there, or you can start to lift your arm and leg in. Reach those fingers long. Reach that leg behind you long and bring everything back in. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Reach and then come back in. Good. Reach and come back in. Good. Good. One more on each side. Good. Reach those fingertips. Good. I lost count. One more. Reach. And then good. And come back. Good. All right. Get that neutral again. So again, that small divot in the lower part of your back is what we're looking for here. Relax those toes. All right. Get ready for some shoulder work here. All right. Let's bring our arm back. And so you need some support on your other hand. You're welcome to go to make a fist and go on your knuckles if you have some wrist pain. Otherwise, your hand is down here. Either or is fine. All right, so bring that arm back kind of by your knee and then lift it up behind you and then lower back down. Good. Lift and lower. Lift and lower for 4, 3, 2, and up stay up, pulse it out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. We'll come back to this side, but let's go on to the other side. It kind of just evens out, and then we don't get really sore in those wrists, okay? Bring the other arm back, keep it fingertips on the mat, and then lift it up just above hip height and down, up and down, up and down. 4 more. 4, 3, don't lock the elbow. 2, on this one, come up and pulse, little pulses for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Just take a moment and sit back on those heels. Feel the work in the shoulders. Okay, so really want you to focus on staying lifted through the core and also squeezing those shoulder blades down and back. Okay? All right, our next move. Get into that neutral again. Good. Make sure you have room on either side of you. All right, and we're going to bring our arm out to T and then back in. Bring out to T and back in. All right, ready to join? All right, let's go. Out to a T, head is looking down. Nice shoulder work here. No weight is needed. We got our full body as our weight. For 4. Breathe. 2 more. And last one. Good. And come down. Other side. Bring the arm out to the side and back in. Out to the side and back in. Good. Good. For 3, 2, and 1. Stay up there. We didn't do it on the other side. We'll do it on this side. Pulses for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring it back in. Let's make it even. Pulse on the other side. Bring that arm out to a T and little pulses for 8, 7, 6. Breathe through it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And come back down. Good. All right. Let's bring. We just want to bring our arm out. Bring our arm out in front and down. Lift it up and down. Up and down. 5 more. 5. You know what we're doing on the last one. 4. Belly pulled in. 3, 2. Good. On this last one, stay up and pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back. Good. Other side, and we're almost done with the shoulders. Good. Bring that arm out to in front of you and come down and up and down and up. Imagine you're pressing the air down. Don't lock that other elbow. We have 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, stay up for those pulses for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. All right. Push yourself back into child's pose. Good. Just taking a break off those wrists. Okay. So that was a good little series to do, and you can do that another couple times and you get a really good shoulder workout. But we are going to move on in this class. All right, so let's do some bridging. All right, lie on your back. Feet are hip distance apart. Your pelvis is heavy or anchored into the mat. Good. And you have that small space under the lower part of your back. Okay, let's just do some pelvic tilts. Just to see what that feels like. Good, so rolling your pelvis towards your breastbone and then rolling it away. Rolling towards your breastbone and rolling away. Good, coming back to that neutral pelvis. Good, small grape fits under the lower part of your back. Good, all right. Let's do some hip folds before we get into our bridging. So bring one leg to tabletop and place it back down. Good, other leg comes up and down. Good. Can you think about this movement coming from your hip joint? Really engage the abdominals as you lift and lower your leg. And exhale, lift. Inhale to lower. Good. All right. Planting those feet down on the mat. Your pelvis is anchored into the mat. Shoulders are anchored. Good. Arms are reaching long by your side. Take an inhale. Exhale, push into the big toe and hands and push yourself up into a bridge. Nice, even plane, hip bone to hip bone. And then hinge at the hips to come straight back down. Good. Push into the hands and feet. And then come back down. Good. Continuing our bridging. As you lift, exhale and think about reaching those knees to the wall in front of you or whatever's in front of you, and then hinge at the hips and come straight back down. Good. Push into the hands and feet, come up, and then hinge to come down. And come down. Good. Nice bridge series here. Opens up our hips. If you do, just stick with these. When we add on, you're still getting the same benefit. Squeeze your glutes. Good. All right, on this next one, come up and hold it. Holding. Take your hands on your hip bones. Are they even as one lifted? Try to make them nice and even. Holding for 8, 7, 6, 5. Stay lifted. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower 1 inch and press back up. So good. Lower. Pubic bone goes up and down. Press up and down. Good. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Hinge. Come all the way down. Bring your feet wide and just sway them side to side. Okay, bridge with a heel lift. All right, so realign your feet as necessary. All right, take an inhale. Exhale, come up into that bridge. Good. All right, get heavy in one foot and that opposite shoulder, and then lift one heel. Good. And place it back down. Good. Get heavy in that foot and that opposite shoulder, and then lift up your heel. Good. Don't overthink this. And if it's too confusing, all I want you to do is alternate lifting your heels. And why I say get heavy in one side, so you can really anchor into that foot and your other heel lifts and lower. Good. Lift. Keep the height in the bridge. Squeeze the glutes. Take breaks in between if you need to go down and come back up and join us. All good. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Hinge at the hips and come down. Good. Let's just do a few hip folds and see how you feel now in your hips. Might feel a little bit looser. Maybe not. The goal here is just to open up our hips, all the sitting and stuff we do. Those of us who work at a desk, we get really tight in our hips. Okay. All right. So adding on to that, if you don't want to add on, you can just stick with our bridging. You can stick with the bridge with the heel lift. Okay, so there's many different options. If you're adding on, take an inhale. As you exhale, push yourself up and get heavy in one foot and try to just bring one leg to tabletop. Bring it back down. Keep the height in the bridge. Hinge at the hips to come down. Good. Again, push into the bridge. Good. Get heavy in one foot. Other foot comes to tabletop. Place it back down. Keep the height in the bridge. Hinge and come down. Good. Just doing one more on each side. Push up. Good. Get heavy so you can lift that leg to tabletop. Place it back down. Hinge and come down. Last one. You got this. Push up. Get heavy in that one foot so you can lift the other one. Place it back down. Hinge and come down. Good. Take your feet wide and just windshield wiper or sway them side to side just for that relief in the hips. Good. All right. Let's practice. Let's do some articulated bridging. Okay, so we're just going to do a few of these. So our usual bridge is we push up and down and just hinge straight up and hinge down. Okay, so I want you to find that neutral pelvis. Okay, so where that small grate fits under the lower part of your back. And I want you to think about rolling your pelvis towards your breastbone so your back is flat now. Okay, continue to peel your spine up to the mid back, up to the shoulders until you're up in your bridge. Again, level hips. And as you drop, so we're not going to drop straight down, I want you to place your spine back down on the mat. Good. Starting from up near the neck, upper back, mid back, place it down, placing the mid back down, placing the lower back down until your pelvis comes back to neutral. Okay, this should feel really good. It's a nice little massage, but also it is work. All right, so we're back in that neutral. Let's try a couple more. Roll your pelvis towards your breastbone and then start to peel your spine up away from the mat. You're up on your shoulders. Take an inhale, exhale, soften at the upper back, mid back, placing your lower back down, and then the tail comes back. Let's do one more. All right, inhale, exhale, pelvis rolls, push into those feet as you start to peel the spine away from the mat. Arms are reaching long, collarbone is wide, face is relaxed. Take an inhale, exhale. Good, and place it down. Beautiful. Okay. All right. Grab a quick drink if you need to. All right, we're going to get ready for some abdominal work here. All right. So we're still on our backs. Feet are hip distance apart. Take your hands. You can lace them together, or if it's more comfortable for you, you can put one hand over the other. I like to lace my fingers. Okay. And let the weight of your head fall into your hands. Good. We're in that neutral pelvis. And take an inhale, Exhale, curl up and down. Curl and down. Good. You should be able to see your elbows in your peripheral vision. I should be able to fit an apple between your chin and your chest. So really think about curling as opposed to crunching up. Good. So we curl the spine and come back down. We curl, and as we come down, the spine lengthens. Thinking about length, thinking about being nice and long in your spine. Good. Come up and hold it. Holding here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Little pulses for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Come back down. All right. We've done these before. Take an inhale. Exhale. Curl up. Reach for the back of the legs. Pull yourself up a little higher. Reach the arms long. Keep the height in that curl. Back to the head. And uncurl. All right. So here we go again. Curl up. Reach. Reach the arms long to come back to your head, keeping the height in the abdominal curl, and back down. Let's do it again. Do it at your own pace. Last one. And down. Good. Hug those knees into the chest. Do whatever you need to do just to release that. Okay. All right, continue with our abs. Take your hands behind your head. Lace the fingers. Good. And we can do ab curl with our hip fold. So curl up. As you curl up, bring one leg to tabletop and back down. Curl and down. Curl. Good. Exhale as you curl up. Really get the air out. And inhale down. Good. On your next time that you curl, leg to tabletop and extend the leg out. Bring it back in. Place it down. Uncurl. Good, let's do that again. So curl up, bring the leg to tabletop, extend it nice and long, keeping the height in that ab curl. Back to tabletop, place it down, and uncurl. You're welcome, you don't need to do that. You're welcome just to continue with the ab curl. You don't need to add the extension on if you don't want to. Okay, so curl up. Leg to tabletop, reach that leg long, back, down. And down. Good, one more on each side. Curl up, bring that leg to tabletop, reach the leg long. Good, bring it back in and down and uncurl. Last one. Ab curl, leg comes to tabletop, reach the leg long. Come back in and down and uncurl. Good. Just bring your legs in, just release that. Good. Remove my hair clip. All right. Let's see what we have next. All right. Keep your hands laced behind your head. Take an inhale. Exhale, curl up. Good. We're going to do toe taps. So you can stick with your ab curl and tabletop, or we can come up into our ab curl and then tap our toes down. Okay? It's a nice little abdominal workout here. All right, take an inhale. Exhale, curl your spine up. Bring one leg to tabletop and bring the other one. And let's toe tap down. Belly's engaged. Pull it in. 8, 7, 6, 5. Breathe through it. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Good. Lower one leg, lower the other leg, and uncurl. Take your feet wide and just sway side to side. Good. All right. Get ready for our 100. So make sure you have some space behind you. In the beginning, I just want you to have arms long down by your head. Good. Feet are hip distance apart. Bring the arms up over chest as we come up. Arms reach long and then bring them back. Good. You know what we're preparing for. Good, and while we're doing these, I'll just remind you, we'll be pumping our arms and doing inhale for 5 through your nose and exhale through your mouth for 5. I will do the counting. You can have your feet flat. You can have them up in tabletop, or if you're feeling extra sassy today, you can have them extended. Good, on this next one, come up and hold. Pick your leg position. Start pumping your arms. Ready and go. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. Uncurl. Hug the knees to the chest. Awesome. All right. 3 more exercises just to release the already burning abdominals. Good. Single leg stretch. All right. Hands are behind your head. You can lace them if you want. Curl up. Bring those legs to tabletop. Okay. Place one hand on your shin. Other hand comes below your knee. The other leg is extended. Good. So we have that nice lift. Elbows are wide, and I'm using my hands to push into my leg to create some kind of resistance. Good. And switch. You can go as fast or slow as you want to. Let's go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Come back in and come down. We're going to do that again. All right. So let's come up in our ab curl. Exhale. Bring the legs up to tabletop. Good. Take one hand on your shin, other one below your knee. Extend the other arm. Bring yourself up. Good. Feeling nice and strong. Here we go for 8, 7, breathe, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back down, hug the knees. All right, double leg stretch. I'm going to show you the modified version first. Okay, so modified version is our neck and head stay on the mat. Our legs come up to tabletop, and we just have our arms on our shins, and we just circle our arms around. Okay, that's stage 1 modified. Stage 2 is your legs can go out, but your head's not lifted. Circle the arms and come back in. Again, bring everything out, circle the arms, and come back in. Okay? The more advanced version, the actual double leg stretch, if you're ready, we come up, bring our legs to tabletop, and we bring everything out, circle, and come back in. Bring everything out, circle, and come back in. Okay? So pick what you would like to do, and we're going to do 6 counts. All right, if you're joining me, take an inhale, exhale, come up, bring those legs to tabletop, place your hands, just mine land just at the top of my shin. Good, making sure those knees are not pulled into where your back is flat. And bring everything out. Circle, come back in. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. And come back in. Good. Hug your knees again. Last thing to practice is our roll-ups. All right, so make sure you have room above and below you. All right, feet are flexed. We're just gonna do 3. Take an inhale. Exhale, arms come up over chest. As you start to come up, stretch over those toes. Feel the stretch in the hamstrings, shoulders away from the ears. Come back up, roll back on that pelvis. Good, and let's do it again. Inhale, exhale, curl up, reach over. Come back to tall sitting, roll, and then come back. And last one. And over. Good. And then come down. I would say we had a great ab workout there. All right. Last thing before we cool down, let's go on to grab a drink if you need to, or fix your hair clip like I need to do. Okay, so just a little bit of work for our side booty, our glute medius. All right, so what I want you to do here is come down on, I want you to come down on your forearm and in front of you, and the other arm is bent, okay? So we're not in a neutral hands and knees, okay? And we're focusing on our legs, so I want you to have good support. So forearm, good. Other hand is supporting. The hand that's supporting, we're gonna be moving that leg. Okay, so just lifting out to the side and down. Lift to the side and down. Join me at any point. Good. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Belly is pulled in. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Where should you be feeling it? Right here, the side booty. Okay, stay with the same side. Okay, and come up into the side and just do circles. Circles. So they don't need to be big. Trying not to lean on the one side. Good. Circle the other direction. These should feel difficult. Good. Circle around for 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right. Just take a little break. All right. Come back down in that position. Good. Bring the knee up. Bend the knee. Good. And just press up and down. Press up and down. Press. Good. Feeling the booty. Good. You don't always need weights. A lot of your body can do these moves and you get results. Good. Is this Pilates? This specific move? No, but they work. Good. And come down. Good. Last one before we move to the other side is bring the knee out to the side, kick it out, come back in and bring it down. Good. So I'm just wondering if the front will be easier to show you this. Good. So bring it out, kick to the side. And that's probably the side is the better one. Okay. So bring it out to the side, kick towards me, back and down, up, kick, in and down, up, kick, in and down, up, kick, in and down. 2 more. Last one. Good. All right. Come back on those heels. And then we need to do it all on the other side. All right. So I'm lining my forearm up with my chest. My support. Other arm is there to support you with a little bend in the elbow. And just bring your leg out to the side and back in. Out to the side and back. I always imagine a dog at a fire hydrant doing this when I do this move. And I go to the washroom. Good. Out and back in. It's burning for 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, really feeling that booty. Let's get ready for the circles. Okay. All right, so bring that knee out to the side and then just make circles. These are a killer. 3, 2, and 1. Circle the other direction. You got this. Stay with me. All right. Good. All right. One more exercise, and then we'll start to stretch and cool down. Okay. All right. So we bring our leg out to the side, kick out to the side and back in and down. Bring it up, kick to the side, back in and down. If you're not feeling this tomorrow, please message me. Good. Can we do 2 more? Out to the side, kick, back and down. Last one, out to the side, kick, and back down. Beautiful. Push yourself into a well-deserved child's pose. Toes together, knees are wide. And just breathe. Really stretch those arms in front of you. And just take a moment to start to slow down your breath. Good. All right. Come to a sitting position. And let's just take one leg over the other leg. Good. And just feel that stretch. You're welcome to hug your leg, or some people like to hug and do a little spine twist, which also feels amazing. Good. Really feeling the stretch in the glute and the hip. Good. Take that same leg, take the heel, bring it in towards your pubic bone. Good. And just feel the stretch on the other leg. You can go as deep as you want to in these stretches. We worked very hard today. Good. All right, release that. Take the other leg, pull and cross it over. Hug as you need to. Do a little spine twist if that feels good for you. Good. Feeling the stretch, continuing to breathe. Release that. Take the heel in towards your pubic bone. Other leg comes along and just feel the stretch. Back of the leg, however deep you go, that's up to you and how your body is feeling. Good. All right, let's take it to our, go on our back. Good. Take one ankle, cross it over the other one. Hug the knee in. Feeling that nice stretch again in your hips. Did a lot of stuff for our hips today and our abdominals and our booty. Good. And the other side. Good. Uncross. Take your hands on your knees and just circle your knees around. And the other direction. Good, and come down. Good. Reach those legs nice and long, arms long. Take a nice big inhale. Stretch and exhale. Bring your arms down by your side. Let everything fall naturally. And just continuing to inhale and exhale through your nose. And out through your mouth. Good. When you're ready, you can slowly turn onto your side if you wish. Just rest there for a moment. When you're ready, there's no rush. You can slowly push yourself up to a seated position. Awesome. Thank you everyone for joining me today. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at PilatesAngelaKW, and you can also find me on Facebook. Like and comment on my video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. See you next time.